Another day and another season preview video for the 25-26 Sky Bet League 2 season. And today is going to be Crewe Alexandra. Now, Crewe Alexandra are a team that I feel are good enough to get promoted to League 1. I think they've got a good squad. They've got a good manager in Lee Bell, and I think they've got a good they've got good facilities and good stadium, etc. A team that I think is personally League 1 ready. In terms of last season, though, they did finish 13th in League 2. It looked like at times it was a bit promising, dropped off a bit. I do still feel like Lee Bell is the man to get them over the line. But in terms of the cup competitions, they got beat in the first round by Dagenham and Redbridge out of the FA Cup. By the way, who have just signed Andy Carroll, Dagenham and Redbridge, which is absolutely mental. EFL Cup, first round they got beat by Rotherham United. And then in the EFL Trophy, they got to the last 16, finishing second in their group behind Blackpool before losing to Wrexham in the last 16. In terms of the cup competitions, got beat in the first round of both of them. EFL Trophy doesn't really mean a whole bunch. 13th in League 2, a team that probably were expected to finish a lot higher than 13th. But again, they massively dropped off at times during the season when they probably should have, done a lot better. And they should have done a lot better. People look at that team, look at the players that they had last season. They should have been a lot higher than where they did finish. They probably should have been in the playoff, but a disappointing season. And a lot of their fans do believe that it was a disappointing season and one that they should have been a lot more successful in, but they didn't. And that is basically how it goes. In terms of this season, then, what they've done to try and basically get themselves up. The ins that they've brought in, I'm unsure about two of their ins, which could be good players, could not. So I'm not sure, based off the signings so far, that they've done a whole bunch to improve from last season. But there's still loads of time left in the transfer window for them to rectify that. Anyway, let's get on with it. So Phil Croker has come in from Oxford City. Reece Hutchinson has come in from Sligo Rovers. Josh March has come in from Harrogate. And then they've brought in goalkeeper Sam Waller on loan from Burnley for the season. And Tommy O'Reilly from Aston Villa on loan for the season. Now, Phil Croker, Reece Hutchinson, I have no idea whether they will be, good signings. One coming from the National League South, one coming from the Irish leagues. Josh Marsh from Harrogate. Is Josh Marsh going to do better in a better team? He was an okay player at Harrogate, but it was surrounded with below par players, in my opinion. Is he going to come into a Crewe team where they've got a lot more quality in and around the squad, and then that makes him shine? But does that prove he's a good player, or will that prove that Crewe are just a good team compared to Harrogate? Sam Waller, the goalkeeper, has come in on loan from Burnley. Will he get the starting number one spot? I don't know. And then Tommy O'Reilly on loan from Aston Villa, I think could be a really good signing for them. Someone to have as a attacking midfielder and someone to have, progress the ball high up the pitch and sort of create things in and around that number 10 role. They've already got some great attacking midfielders at the club as well, but those are the ins. Again, I'm untoo sure about a few of them, but I guess time will tell. In terms of the players that have left on a free, Kane Hemmings, Chris Long and Lucas Sant have all left on a free. Ryan Cooney has now signed for Glentoran in the Irish League. A real shame that Ryan Cooney has left League 2 and left the EFL. Really exciting right back. Would have loved Newport County to have signed him, but, didn't happen. Didn't get him. He's gone to Glentoran. Kane Hemmings, Chris Long have both walked out the door, as Lewis Sant has as well. They've lost, obviously, goals in Kane Hemmings, Chris Long. Both of them could score goals. But I feel like the players that they've already got at the club that they haven't lost shows that, they've got that ambition to progress. And I do still believe that there's a few more ins at Gresty Road to come throughout the rest of the transfer window. I'm not saying for 1 minute that this will be the only transfer business they do. I'm pretty sure Crewe Alexandra will get some more names over the line. Key players. I've gone for the first one, the captain, the leader, Mickey Demetrio. Now, I don't need to tell anyone who watches this channel who's a Newport fan how good this centre-back is, and probably no one in League 2 needs to know how good this centre-back is because they've all seen it. An unbelievable centre-back, 35 years of age, and he's still got that quality. He's still got that ball-playing centre-back role. He's quality in the air from set pieces, defending and attacking them. I don't need to say any more about Mickey Demetrio, one of the best centre-backs in the league. At 35 years of age, he's still got 2-3 years, in my opinion, at this level. A really solid player, a real character in the dressing room as well. And obviously missed out on promotion 2 years ago, losing in the playoff final to Crawley. They'll want to rectify that and potentially get promoted. I want Mickey Demetrio to get promoted. If Newport County do get promoted, I want him to go up as well. And if we don't go up, I want him to go up. I want him to be playing League One football for at least 1 season, maybe 2. The second player as a key player, I've gone with Matas Holicek, the Czech international, or not really international, but a Czech player, 20 years of age. And you'll sort of see the theme I'm going with this video in terms of their key players. Mickey Demetrio is the anomaly, the experienced one, but I've gone Holicek, 20 years of age, has got goals and assists in his game. He's got that real quality of creating from deep, and he also is a threat from set pieces, delivering them as well. A real good player, and he's got good both feet. I think Holicek is a very key player for Crewe Alexandra. And then the last one is a new signing, Tommy O'Reilly, on loan from Aston Villa. There's a lot of hype about this one. I feel like this could be one of the signings of the season. A lot of people will say, that maybe Aaron Collins at MK Dons is a signing of the season. But I think Tommy O'Reilly, if Crewe manage to get promoted and he's sort of the main orchestrator in that, I think a lot of people will be looking at this as a potential signing of the season. Good on the ball, good in creating, opportunities, good at in tight spaces as well. So, getting that ball in between the number 10 and in between the striker and the midfield will be his best attributes, in my opinion. Could have put Jack Lancaster on there. Could have maybe put Shiloh Tracy on there if he has a successful season. But those are the 3 key players. And rough prediction, I've gone playoffs. I think anywhere between 7th and 10th for me, or anywhere between the playoffs and 10th can be where Crewe finish the season. I think they're going to get playoffs, but again, there's a lot of teams fighting for those playoff places, and a lot of teams that have got real good squads in this league. I think League 2 is really packed with quality this year. But I've gone playoffs. Of course, if there are any Crewe Alexandra fans watching this, let me know down below. Do you believe that you can get playoffs? Do you believe that it could be even more or worse? And also make sure to smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And yeah, Crewe Alexandra, I could be completely wrong. I could be spot on. They could be getting a playoff place. Obviously, a lot more business to be done throughout the window. As the time of recording, those are the ins and outs. Make sure, like I said, to smash a like on the video, and I'll speak to you guys in the next video. And once again, thanks for watching.